G'day battlers, and yesterday I did a really fun stream with DrTrotter. So I was over on DrTrotter's Twitch channel. We were kind of talking Voyager Cup, did some battles throughout, and these are some of the closer battles that we had doing some Voyager Cup. So I've got my team in the description below. I don't have his team because he was kind of well, we did sets of 3, and some of the 3s he used different teams, and so I've picked out some of the closer battles here to do. So it's kind of a variety of teams on his end, but I'm just running the same team, so you can kind of see the good and the bad. I've got an even number of wins and losses on my team, so you can kind of see where it stands up, where it doesn't stand up, kind of some mistakes and wins that can be made. And yeah, let's actually go into talking about these battles, and I'll talk more about the stream later on. Now I've got Melmetal up against Azumarill. Obviously a good situation to be in as long as you don't get hit by that Hydro Pump, and we did luckily call that Hydro Pump. Definitely takes a lot of energy out of that Azumarill, but unfortunately we have burnt both of our shields, and he has burnt no shields, which happened a fair bit in our battle, so actually lets the Azumarill go down. In comes the Alolan Muck. Now we end up going straight for the superpower. Maybe not the best play, although I guess we just kind of wanted to get taken down as quick as we can so we could bring in something else. Are able to burn one shield and getting a second superpower off before he gets a charge move, or throws a charge move at us. So that one does go through. Obviously the attack's already been debuffed one stage, so it isn't too threatening to the Muck. In comes a Dark Pulse, which is going to take us out after we've been debuffed by the superpower twice. Going to send in the Azumarill to throw this play rough, and then I think we'll be switching into the Bastiodon. So it does burn that last shield, and then switching into the Bastiodon. Bastiodon vs Muck is a good matchup, and then Bastiodon vs Venusaur. We kind of had the mindset of we need to get a charge move off onto this Venusaur, so we switched into the Muck to try and get some sort of energy advantage, because we obviously don't like the Frenzy Plants, and we are actually just able to get that Flamethrower off before another Frenzy Plant was about to come our way. So Flamethrower goes through, takes out the Venusaur, in comes back the Muck, and this is pretty much GG to this point. This is going to take our Bastiodon pretty low, but we are going to survive it. And can we get to a Stone Edge? No, he actually gets another charge move off, but Muck is so low at this point that Azumarill probably going to be able to bubble down. I think we're far away from a play rough, and actually yeah, I do remember this one. He actually had the Gunk Shot, or is it Gunk Shot? Or he had the Poison move ready to throw, so it was just luck of the CMP there, or CMP, or turn, clicky, whatever. Anyway, GG's there, going into a game 2. Melmetal up against that Muck, switching out to Toxicroak, and so he's baited out our Hypno. So Hypno obviously going to come in and get rid of this Toxicroak quick smart, going to let this charge move come through. And actually at first, we were trying to let Toxicroak like get counters in and take us down. But then Toxicroak ended up going down anyway, so just way too frail. He just blowing him wrong with a Psychic type, and down he goes. So in comes the Alolan Muck, and he's able to like get some energy on us. We decided to shield up there, knowing that we could get this Focus Blast off, and Focus Blast will do a lot of damage to Alolan Muck because it has that Dark typing. So basically it has to burn a shield on his end, which it does. And then going to be able to get this Ice Punch off before it goes down, unless we over-tap the Confusions there, but luckily we were still able to get the Ice Punch off. Not going to do heaps of damage, but definitely takes out a nice little extra chunk. And I think we're going to bring in the Altaria this time. Yeah, bring Altaria, hoping to Dragon Breath down. We're definitely going to get hit by a charge move, maybe even 2. So we might have to burn a shield on the second one. Hit by a Sludge Wave. That's what I meant before. And in comes Stunfisk. Now Stunfisk, I just clicked Sky Attack there, and it was not the best move. I really should have charged up the Dazzling Gleam. Sky Attack is going to be resisted because he does have that ground electric typing. Even if like I was trying to get a shield, Dazzling Gleam, should have charged up 2 Dazzling Gleam to get the shield, because he knew at the time that I only had energy for the Sky Attack. So we end up switching into Melmetal, throw this Superpower. I didn't know which move was better to go with, Superpower or Rock Slide, but we did go for the Superpower, and then we're going to get hit by this Mud Bomb here. And especially after we've been debuffed, it's going to totally take us out. Not able to get the Superpower off, and then in comes Altaria. We were not able to Dragon Breath down the Stunfisk, and that Floppy Fish is able to get us out of here, and that is GG's there. So going into we did a whole lot of battles in the stream, so these are just like, it's not like that's 1-1. It was definitely some, like, you know, it could have been 3-2 at that point or whatever. So we've got Meganium up against Alolan Muck. We stayed in for a little too long there. We were just kind of too aggressive, farming too aggressively. So we end up switching out right after he throws the charge move, which maybe not the best play, but this Altaria is still going to do a ton of damage to the Alolan Muck. Not going to shield here. we know we can tank either a Dark Pulse or a Sludge Wave. We were kind of thinking maybe we could Dragon Breath down. We would have to burn a shield though. So and then last second we were like, oh no, just throw the charge move, and then yeah, we over tapped it and he ended up getting the CMP tie. So we did have to burn a shield, and then this Sky Attack going to go through. I'm going to take out the All-in Mark. So kind of a waste of energy there. It definitely would have been way better if we could farm down, throw the Sky Attack at this Altaria. So we would have actually had 2 Sky Attacks to throw at this Altaria, assuming the All-in Mark wasn't going to take us down with extra quick move damage. But yeah, going to farm us down here. And then we have both Meganium and Hypno. Meganium obviously does not want to see Altaria, so we bring in the Hypno, who is packing Ice Punch. So we are running Ice Punch Focus Blast still, which was my my regionals moveset. So actually, if you haven't seen my shoutcast-ish sort of thing, my run through of my regionals for one run, you can click up there, or it'll also be at the end of the video. You can click on that to go and watch that video after this. Now Hypno hopefully taking out this Altaria with another Ice Punch, but he switches perfectly and catches the Ice Punch, so really well timed there. And it's does go into a Stunfisk, which is still going to be super effective, but we have Meganium in the back already ready to go to take out this Stunfisk. And that was another mistake of mine, kind of throwing the Frenzy Plant straight away. I could have farmed up a little bit more energy, but either way, it takes out the Stunfisk. Altaria going to get this Sky Attack off, which Meganium can tank, going to get a Frenzy Plant off, and this will finish off the Altaria. So we end up taking it out anyway, but it definitely, I could have played a little bit tighter. Kind of just upped up my gameplay. Now going into another battle, and this time he's got Bronson. So he switched out Bastiodon for Bronson by this point. So I'm not sure if he actually, I don't think he's actually used Bastiodon in any videos I've shown so far, but yeah, running Bronson now. So Altaria up against Bronson, not a great matchup for Altaria because Bronson is feeling that tank role. So we end up letting the first Slash Shot come through, switching to Melmetal, and this isn't really what we want to see. It is the Scrafty, so it is lucky that he gets this Power Up Punch off before our Superpower, because it means it's not going to hit us when we're already debuffed. So we're going to get the Superpower off, and Scrafty does have that Dark typing, so it will do an okay amount of damage. Does go through, and then we are unfortunately not able to get that second Superpower off before he's able to counter us down. Really would have been nice to get it off. Would have basically forced a shield, I think, or let the Scrafty go down. But either way, we bring in the Altaria. We kind of have to burn a shield there so that Altaria stays alive. Take down the Scrafty. Again, he's still got 2 shields, and we're probably going to burn one before he does. So throwing the Sky Attack kind of blind here, just so we know we can get it off. And it is the Stunfisk again, so really wish it was the Dazzling Gleam, but not so. And we actually are able to get a Dazzling Gleam off, so he's farmed up a lot of energy on us, or he just didn't realise how much energy we had. Dazzling Gleam not going to be resisted, but still doesn't do heaps. Dragon Pulse, DrTrotter was telling me, is the it's not a good move that Stunfisk wants to see. So I had Dazzling Gleam for the Umbreon, so did Dim Sum, who was in the stream chat. But yeah, I kind of had it for that Dark type coverage that Altaria doesn't really have. But I'm kind of thinking that maybe Dragon Pulse might be the way to go now. But anyway, in comes the Bronson. We've got Meganium here, so going for the Frenzy Plant bait. We really have to get rid of those shields, and does take the bait. So definitely a step in the right direction for us to be able to have a chance at this battle. Shield up that Sasha. And then we still have to burn 1 shield from him, so we're going to go straight for the Earthquake. Hope that for some reason he doesn't shield here, even then when he's got this game 1 lock. Yeah, it does burn the shield, so that's GG's. Nothing we could have done. And yeah, we pretty much lost this either way. Even if we did go for the Frenzy Plant, there's no way we could have taken it out. So that is GG's there, DrTrotter. And going into the next battle. But yeah, the stream was a lot of fun. I'm thinking maybe I'll take another look at Twitch. I tried the first time and the internet just wasn't working for me, but I'll definitely give it another look. Melmetal up against Venusaur. Rock Slide are going to be super effective here, so definitely just want to throw as many as... Actually, not super effective. No, I'm thinking of totally different typings, but it still does a big chunk of damage to the Venusaur. And we saw the bubble animation there. The Azumarill's come in. We threw the Rock Slide and going to be able to switch into Meganium. So Meganium, obviously a very nice counter to Azumarill. It is able to tank an Ice Beam, but we're going to shield up this first one and then probably let the second one go through. So farming up a little bit of extra energy here, throw the Frenzy Plant, hoping that the Azumarill might just take it and go down. It does get the shield, so hoping... Well, we're not going to get to another Frenzy Plant before he can get an Ice Beam off. That's just not how energy works. But yeah, let the Ice Beam come through. Farm up a little bit more energy. And at this point we're actually going, okay, maybe we could shield up and farm down, but then we're like, no point. Throw the Frenzy Plant. And actually burns the shield. So at this point we're like, yep, we're going to farm all the way down, shield up this charge move, and then farm this Azumarill down. Have plenty of energy to throw onto the next Pokemon. Shield it up, and then he makes the switch into Venusaur, throwing this charge move that burns all of our energy, all of our hard-earned energy. We could have thrown the Frenzy Plant, taken out the Azumarill, Venusaur would have come in, we could have... it's sad. Sad is what it is, but hey, we're going to play it out. Melmetal up against Venusaur. We are able to take that Frenzy Plant, throw this Rock Slide here. Going to deal a ton of damage to the Venusaur. Boom, down he goes, and then still got 2 in the back, so there is the Azumarill, which is very weak. Scrafty comes in and finishes him off quick smart. So we do have the Play Rough Hydro Pump set, so Play Rough is going to do a ton of damage to Scrafty because of the Dark Fighting typing. It gets 1 Power Up Punch off, and then we farm up some extra energy because we're like, we don't want him to switch and catch the charge move. And even then, he just knows and switches and catches the charge move. It's just like, how did you do this? But we should still be able to take it out. He kind of needs to like power up his Scrafty a fair bit and then throw the Foul Play, and basically by switching out and resetting the Power Up Punches, he's not able to get boosted up enough to be able to before this Play Rough comes through. So that is GG's there. And then we've got one more battle in this video of this Voyager Cup goodness. So actually, if you want to get more Voyager Cup content, definitely hit the subscribe button. We're closing on that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is pretty cool. So anyway, Bastiodon up against Bronson. Not a great matchup for Bastiodon to be in because the Bulldozers are going to come a little bit quicker than our Flamethrowers. So we've both charged up a fair bit of energy here. Going to shield this Bulldoze. Oh no, let it come through, hoping that it was just a Psyshock, but it was a Bulldoze. So yeah, and there's not really any reason for him to not go for Bulldoze because Bulldoze only costs like a sliver more than Psyshock. And it's obviously going to do so much more damage. So there's not really any reason to take the risk. And now we can even threaten this with Psyshocks. And so yeah, we just shielded up a Psyshock. So if it was like Flits, that would have been a great situation for us. But as is, we had to shield up so we can get this Flamethrower off. Gonna burn a shield on that Bronson's end, guaranteed. So he's got no more shields. We're still holding onto a shield. He's actually farming us down with the confusions. We almost got to the Flamethrower, but yeah, he knew when he could farm, and he was able to farm there. So we're not in a great situation. We bring in the Meganium. I think we might actually let this come through. Yeah, we do. So he's got a lot of energy, so he's going to actually be able to get a second Psyshock off here, which is going to bring us pretty low, but we're still going to tank it. Kind of expecting Hypno to do the dirty work, so we bring in Hypno, hope to confusion down this Bronson. Switching into the Stunfisk, so Ice Punch is going to be super effective to the Stunfisk, but it doesn't do heaps of damage. Kind of need to land 2 Ice Punches plus the confusion damage, so eat the Discharge, charge up to the Focus Blast, and then just going to throw Ice Punch, and then I don't actually think we have quite enough for a second Ice Punch. No, we do have enough. Okay, so we're going to get this Ice Punch off. Not going to quite take out the Stunfisk. We're going to have to confusion down. And he's probably going to be able to get a charge move off in the meantime. Yeah, he is. So I don't think we're going to shield here. Yeah, no shield, because we know we can tank a Discharge or a Mud Bomb either way. Confusion down, and then he's still got 2 Pokemon hanging out. Hopefully weak enough that we can do something about it. But in comes the Venusaur, so we go straight for the Ice Punch. Ice Punch can be super effective, going to do a ton of damage. Confusion is going to be super effective, going to do a ton of damage. So we're kind of hoping to just bring this Venusaur right down. He mentioned this was an accident. He accidentally threw the charge move here, which he definitely didn't need to do. And in comes the Meganium. Meganium has this Frenzy Plant ready to go, and the app closed on me there. So yeah, definitely would have been able to take out the Venusaur there, but he still had a Pokemon in the back. So anyway, even though the game cut me off there, so we didn't really know what would have happened in the 6th battle, we'll never know. So GG's DrTrotter, and yeah, real shout out to him for inviting me onto that stream. So it was like a 3-hour stream. It was pretty wild. First 2 hours was a Voyager Cup talk, battles, and then the last hour we were just doing kind of monotype battles. So we I picked all grass types, he picked all electric types, whatever. I actually had all water to his all electric team, but we duked it out and kind of went through all of the typings in the game. But yeah, it was really fun. So really glad that he invited me over for that. And definitely check out both his YouTube channel and his Twitch channel. I'll link to both in the description below. Please go and hit the follow button on the Twitch, hit the subscribe button on the YouTube. Get this guy big because he definitely deserves it. And yeah, a lot of fun. So thanks for everyone who came around for the stream. Yeah, we're almost halfway through the month. We're going to get into another weekend of regionals in a couple days. So yeah, get keen. And can't end a video without saying thank you to my patrons. Melmetal9458, brajSF, NegativeBen10 and NotRandyN3wman for supporting the channel, because I really appreciate that. And yeah, just a good time. So yeah, I'll end it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.